welcome back to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So here it is, the final Halloween horror special. My god, it's been a long month trying to rush out these videos. I was meant to spread them out across the month and it was meant to work out, but because of how busy I've been, it's just insane. At the moment, I am extremely tired. I've had a very, very long day of working and I am absolutely destroyed. It's boiling hot. So I'm going to have to edit this video tomorrow and it'll be up Halloween night later on. I'm going to go to a haunted house place thingy that they do around the corner from my place. I have to kind of go to bed early. It's like 9:30 at the moment. I've got caffeine drink trying to get me through this review because I'm doing it all for you guys. Now I said I was going to do an Exorcist review. That's been cancelled, but we are going to be doing this review, which is Halloween 1978 and Halloween the 2018 reboot sequel. So Halloween 1978 is one of my favourite horror movies. I know I've been saying that with a lot of them and they all kind of are my favourite horror movies, but this one is really, really good because John Carpenter actually knows how to build tension. He's a master at making horror movies. Movies like The Thing with just the extreme claustrophobic atmosphere and tension is incredible. And he did a really good job with that film, but with this film, the tension is a bit different. It's built by these like elongated shots of Michael Myers kind of driving around the neighborhood, stalking kids and just like seeing through his vision, and it's creepy, it's disturbing, and I love it. Now Michael Myers is one of the most famous murdering serial killers, horror movie villains. He's up there with Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and like Leatherface. You know, people put him amongst the best. He is really creepy. I mean, a man walking around in a white William Shatner mask is pretty creepy and stalking kids. John Carpenter did a really good job at using that character to just be the kind of the car that drives the tension, and it's just a great film. There's not much I can really say about this movie that hasn't already been said. There's no real negative I have with the film because it seems like a perfect horror film. And just like The Thing, this movie, watching it now, still does quite scare me because of its atmosphere and just it's really creepy. And one of the best movies to watch on Halloween because, well, not only because it's called Halloween, but because it has that slasher 70s, 80s vibe, which we all enjoy. On a creative level, I'm going to give this movie about an 8, and on a overall, well, on a scary standpoint, I'm probably going to give it about like a 6 or 7, and then overall I'll probably give it about an 8 or a 9. I love Halloween, and the franchise itself, although it's pretty corny and cheesy at times, especially with Busta Rhymes in Resurrection, I don't know what that was all about, but yeah. So here's a clip.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
So basically I wanted to do Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and then this Halloween, the 2018 one. I couldn't find any Blu-ray copy for Halloween 2, and I only really buy anything on Blu-ray because it's just higher quality and I enjoy watching a Blu-ray rather than a DVD. But yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere. I've only seen it once and I didn't really feel like rewatching it. A lot of people, here's my quick little review on Halloween 2. A lot of people really enjoy it. I can see why you would enjoy it. It is one of the better sequels, but I still don't enjoy it as much as the first movie. But anyway, getting to the 2018 Halloween movie, this movie basically follows the same premise really, but instead of Laurie Strode being a teenager, it's Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and Laurie Strode is in kind of like this battle between her own daughter, and then it kind of unravels and they're a family towards the end, blah blah blah. It's Halloween 40 years after the first movie. From Halloween 2 onwards, nothing of those movies have actually happened, so it's just the first movie has happened and then this one. There's a few things in this movie that I really, really enjoyed and a few things I didn't. This is a very mixed bag, this movie. Some of the kills and some of the scares were pretty effective. The movie was overshadowed by its comedy and its writing. There is a lot of what feels like improvised dialogue in this film. One with this little kid who's being babysitted, and it's like this long scene for about 10 minutes or so, and it feels longer, and a lot of people like that scene because it's funny. I just find it very out of place. And there's another scene later on in the film where there's these two cops basically having a conversation about a Vietnamese role. That feels very out of place. And then I was wondering when I first saw it, because I saw this in cinemas, I was wondering why this is happening. And then I realized the director is David Gordon Green, who has done Pineapple Express, and I'm pretty sure Your Highness, and all those kind of Seth Rogen comedies. And it was written or co-written or co-produced or executive producer. Executive producer was John Carpenter, but it was like co-written or co-produced or something by Danny McBride, and that really confused me. And when it made more sense, but I don't understand why they got him to direct it and him to produce it or write it. It's a bit baffling. Maybe they just had that idea and they kind of displayed it, and the studio said, yeah, you have the okay, and they went along with it. But it feels very weird. There's also a twist in this movie that lasts for about 2 minutes and then it just goes away. It's only there to get a character to a certain point, then that's it. The kills, like I said, are pretty good. One of them with like a head smash is pretty cool. Another one with like a person gets put on like a gate through the mouth and it's just kind of like sticking up. Some of the kills in this movie is really good. And this is this is what a lot of people say as well. This is probably by far the most scariest Michael Myers, and I would 100% agree. This is probably the best Michael Myers. I would probably say the best, up there with the very first Michael Myers. Like, I appreciate what they were doing with this film, and to be honest, when this was coming out, because I'm a big fan of the Halloween franchise, I was very scared that this movie was going to be terrible. And although I was pretty surprised, I didn't actually hate it. I thought I was going to go in there and I thought I was going to be exploded by just how bullshit the movie is. But it turns out it was a very enjoyable, decent movie, and I rewatched it a couple of days ago, and I rather enjoyed it the second, third time viewing the movie because it just feels a lot more fun. Also, another quick negative about the film, there's these two characters at the start, they're like these podcasters or like journalists or something. They're only in the movie for about half an hour, and it's literally one of the most boring half an hour. It's probably the most boring half an hour of your life. The third time I watched the movie, I skipped that. Until their death scene, because that's pretty cool. But it kind of throws back to, I think it's H2O, where they're in the bathroom or something like that. But yeah. Creatively, about a 6. Scary, about an 8. And overall, I would give it about a 7.5 or an 8. It's kind of good. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's not as good as the original. So yeah. So guys, that concludes my monthly Halloween horror special. I'm hopefully going to be able to do them each year. I'm sorry that this video wasn't more. I wanted to do more with this video. I even wanted to do a skit. But it's just time and how tired I am at the moment. I'm like slowly going downhill. That's a lot better. I needed that bit more energy just to keep me up for this outro. So yeah, so like I said, I got a delay on the Zombieland Double Tap review. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to review that movie because I'm at the moment I'm saving up for a new camera, which will be in a couple of weeks. I'll be able to get it, as well as a microphone, so I got better audio. I really want to just make my videos a bit more professional now, especially with, I don't know whether I'm going to upload it before or after this video. But on the same day, on Halloween, I'm going to be uploading my Is It Really That Bad? And I had to use 2 cameras, and the second camera I had, which was the only other camera I had that could film besides my phone, it's a very terrible camera. I wish I used my phone. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to use my phone, but then I realized that it doesn't capture as long as we wanted it to. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned to these Halloween videos. I'm sorry that it wasn't as good as I wanted them to be, and I didn't do as much. I was actually meant to do a Suspiria and an Exorcist review, but I didn't get the chance to do them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching these videos, and happy Halloween and have a safe one. Bye.